Hello all you hardcore boxing fans out there, how are you doing? I hope you're alright. Big Porky here, yet again, on this sunny day in Rotherham. The hardcore voice of boxing. And still! Now, I put a video out a few days ago regarding the Cruiserweight division. And I think that it's a big jump from £175 to £200. So I am urging the sanctioning bodies, the British Boxing Board of Control, and all the commissions across the world basically, to have a look at this idea that I've got now. I know there's some people in the industry that watch my episodes because I've been told. Now, one thing about managers, promoters and trainers and boxers, 90% of them, they want to know everything that's said about them. Now, nobody's digging anybody out today, but I think people need to listen to what I'm saying because I've got all statistics here and everything. I've got it all on my computer. Now I'm saying that the jump from £175 to £200 is too big. Especially when you go from bantamweight to super bantam, it's £3. But yet you've got guys from 175 having to jump to £200 when the bodies are getting, when they're putting weight on as they get older. Now, I don't want to hear all this about he's big boned or is this, is that. People put weight on as they get older. We're creatures of habit. James Toney started out as a middleweight, finished as an heavyweight. Now, when James Toney were in his mid-20s and getting to 30-year-old, all of a sudden his body didn't just say, let's be big boned. Don't work like that. It doesn't work like that. Some people put weight on, some don't. Look at Carl Froch. He don't put weight on, does he? Some boxers don't carry a lot of muscle. Bellew, Tyson Fury, Larry Holmes, but they could still fight, couldn't they? Now, what I'm saying is my proposal. I've had a look at it and I've come up with a great idea. The other day we're rushed, but I've done a lot of thinking about it. Now, keep the cruiserweight as it is at £200. Increase the super cruiser to 210. So 15 stone is super cruiser. Anything above that, 1 ounce above 15 stone, and you're a heavyweight. Now Ali back in the day would have been a super cruiser, wouldn't he? Maybe Joe Frazier, he could have made cruiser. So he was 199, wasn't he, when he fought Ali first time? You'd have to check that on Boxer, but I think he was 199 or 204, something like that. Go up on the weights on the left hand side on Boxer, it tells you cruiserweight Joe Frazier. Can you imagine Joe Frazier fighting Tyson Fury today or Joshua? We know what happened when George Foreman got in with him, don't we? He just flogged him on the spot. Dropped him 7 times now. Light heavyweight, for example, look at the photograph. There's 2 photographs on the front of this video. Tony Bellew at a weigh-in, 12 stone 7. And then Tony Bellew as a healthy heavyweight. What he 210? Something 212 or something when he fought I forget the exact weight, but that's £35. 2.5 stone difference. That's a lot for a fighter to take off. Now I always dig Bellew out, but he thought he could carry his power down to like heavyweight because he was a heavyweight in the amateurs and he couldn't. But I admire him for trying. I admire Tony Bellew for that. He comes out with some outlandish statements, but you've got to give that kid respect. And I dug him out for losing against Adonis Stevenson, but as far as I'm concerned, he was a dead man walking in that fight. You've only got to look at him. So I think it needs to be looked at. It stops fighters taking risks, because we're only going to deal with this with commissions and boards when somebody's really hurting an high profile fight, and then nothing ever gets done. It's boxing industry, innit? Money talks and bull walks. So I want it looking at. I want to see light heavyweight at 200 I want to see light heavyweight 175. I want to see super heavyweight at £210. And in between that, I want us to keep the super weights, keep the cruiserweights at £200, and a light cruiser at 187 or even 188, which is the old, or which is the old cruiserweight weight, wasn't it? Or wait, 190, I forget now. Did they increase it £2? I'm not sure. So light heavyweight 175, light cruiser 187, so you got a £12 jump. Cruiserweight, which we already have at 200, super cruiser 210. So we've got light heavy, we've got cruiser, we need one slipping in below that, which is halfway, 187, and we need one slipping in super cruiser 210. So we're adding 2 weight divisions, a light cruiser and a super cruiser. Light cruiser 187, super cruiser 210. But looking at the injuries that have happened to fighters, weights that they've tried to take off, and they're trying to make this weight at 175 when really they're a cruiser. I mean, look at Adonis Stevenson. He's not a cruiser, he's not big enough for cruiserweight, Adonis Stevenson, but he's too big for a light heavyweight. Now he's just got a bad brain injury, hasn't he, Adonis Stevenson? Now Adonis Stevenson, if there could have been a weight division at say light cruiser at 187, wouldn't that have been great for him? Adonis Stevenson would have all his brains intact now and he wouldn't be disabled, would he? It's my opinion, I'm entitled to it. Robert Smith, you need to look at this. The WBC spokesman, Charlie Giles from the British Boxing Board of Control. Charlie, put me a slice, make sure it's a slice of green lemon with my large G&T Russ, green lemon and not yellow. So Charlie Giles, this is a message to you. You're normally in the bar at these shows. You need to have a word with WBC. We want a light cruiser at 187, and for them heavyweights that are like, you know, 15 stone and they're having to fight 18, 19 stone man, we want a super cruiser so they're not risking their lives. Do you know what I mean? Like Deontay Wilder. What happens if Deontay Wilder gets injured? Deontay Wilder, if he gets injured, right, as a 15 stone 5 man or something, he could have made super cruiser, but he's maybe just a touch too big for cruiser, but he could do super cruiser. Adonis Stevenson could have done with a light cruiser. It needs looking at, because I'm telling you now, somebody's going to get hurt. I don't want Ray Day to be great. I want to see health and safety for fighters. I want to see pensions for fighters as well, but I want to see something done with this £25 jump. Alright? Peace out. Keep on trucking. And I am still the hardcore voice of boxing. Alright? That sounds alright. A bit loud, wasn't I?